Welcome to Mount Pleasant, Michigan, and the home of the Central Michigan Chippewas, and it looks as if we are due for a full house as we have a terrific game in store. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the Central Michigan Chippewas. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Delivers the contact. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. So the Central Michigan Chippewas offense will get the first possession of the game. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. Just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Gamecocks offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football.
Wasting no time taking a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep things.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. It's complete to the left. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking off. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Throws for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
South Carolina.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
South Carolina, 7. Central Michigan, 0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the returner is stopped. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
The returner is tackled down at the 37. And the South Carolina offense will take
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Jefferson. Fires to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. After the flag, distance for a 1st down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Rides to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Coming after it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
2nd down going up.
The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up 3rd and at least a little bit.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Chippewa.
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red
zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target, throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and getting the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust.
And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. Still on his feet. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Dropping back, it's Jefferson. They're working that left side. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Wants to throw on 3rd. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you've got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Central Michigan. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty.
Returner goes out of bounds.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I'll tell you, this is a running back.
Seven.
Defense did a good job getting him down there, but they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Trying to beat the D deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. To the air, it's Jefferson. Gets away. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Georgia Tech went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Yellow Jackets always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Finds him out of the backfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive.
Fires one high and deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the 2nd half.
Looking deep down the right side. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Gamecocks are flying down the field.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They're going to throw it again. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
South Carolina. Number 6. Halsey in the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. Looking to throw. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. It's caught. The 2-point conversion is good. We're all tied up after they catch him napping. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down the field.
Oh, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
To the ground. He's got it again. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
6. Offense facing 4th down.
The Chippewas will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. To throw, it's Sellers. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Mount Pleasant today, and welcome into the halftime update. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. They're just about ready to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And the Chippewas are in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Jefferson. Pressure coming. Shakes off the defender. Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The Chippewas will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the return. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, South Carolina!
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up, and this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams, you can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
After giving up the punt return for the score, let's see if they have an answer on the kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Looking downfield, it's Jefferson. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He'll pull it down. Shakes off the tackle. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Chippewas are rolling down the field. The give to the tailback. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run...
And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Chips. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea. And when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game.
And the quarterback is snowed under. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. On the ground, it's Caldwell. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it down the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The Gamecocks will keep this drive going.
I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking for space, it's Caldwell. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. With jet sweep pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Yeah, salt into a wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Dropping back, it's Jefferson. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively.
He lost one down the sideline. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's got him this time. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. At the 45 on his way. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Chippewas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Myers to the big fella. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to pass. It's Jefferson. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to try to run the football down here close to the end zone, just not able to punch it in on that last 3rd down attempt, so now they've got 4th down at the 2-yard line.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Chippewas. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
Well, sometimes you just got to be lucky, and that time the ball bounced the right way for the kicking team. They were able to recover their own onside kick, and they've got possession.
Pocket starts to collapse. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was...
And the defense gets to the quarterback. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Big first down sack for the defense brings up second down. To the air, it's Jefferson trying to get to it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. You're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And you want that clock to run. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Pushes ahead. Touchdown Gamecocks. And the route is on. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. This one is pretty much heel off one deep down the left side. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. First down for this offense. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Plows through the defense. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Skips away from pressure. On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Second down coming up. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got his man.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent.